Tricia, a California organic gardener, and water is key to a thriving garden. Making sure that you get the right amount of water at the right time to your plants is crucial, but setting up an irrigation system is not that difficult. Today, I'm going to show you a few drip irrigation options so that you can choose the best ones for your garden. The first step in setting up any drip irrigation system is connecting to your water source. And I'm going to do that using this Y shutoff. This allows me to connect my irrigation line on one end and still give me the option of using my garden hose on the other side. I'm also going to install this timer. Timers are an inexpensive way to conserve water. This timer will be programmed to water early in the morning to avoid evaporation and to water for longer periods every other day to promote deep root growth. The next few pieces I'm going to install are essential to a good drip irrigation system. This first one is a vacuum breaker. That prevents backflow, which is created by negative line pressure, and most city codes require a vacuum breaker to ensure that you won't contaminate your water source. The next component I'm going to install is this flushable filter, and in this case it requires a brass adapter to install it properly. This is going to keep any sediment from getting in my water supply and clogging my emitters. And finally, the pressure regulator. This is going to help prevent my irrigation lines from bursting and control the pressure. A starter fitting that's going to connect to my polytubing. Polytubing is a great way to get water where you want it to go. It's a tight squeeze, but that's what you want. You don't want any leakage. I'm just going to lock it down, make sure it's totally tight and leak-free. See, that wasn't complicated, was it? Let's take a look at a couple of different types of irrigation options that you can branch off of your polytubing. T-tape is an excellent way to water your vegetables or your raised beds. It's simple to connect your T-tape to this polytubing. All you need is this fitting and a hole punch. T-tape has water emitting slits every 8 inches. The slits close when the water is off, virtually eliminating the chance of clogging. For complete water coverage, you should space your lines of T-tape about every 9 inches. If you have an area where you don't want to water in straight lines, the soaker hose is great. It lets you meander your watering throughout your garden landscape. Soaker hoses seep water their entire length, and they can be buried where the roots are watered directly. No evaporation or wasted water. Emitter line emits water every 12 inches, and it allows for curving or elevation changes in your landscape. This is great for everything from blueberry hedges to meandering around trees under the canopy of the branches, right where the roots are. One of our employees uses it in a straight line like T-tape, where 12-inch spacing is desired instead of 8-inch. In this area of the garden, I've connected risers to the polytubing. And on top of the risers, I've installed micro sprinklers. These micro spray emitters are great for watering shrubs or leafy greens in your vegetable garden that enjoy overhead watering. Well, thanks for joining me today. I hope that all my drip tips have helped you. Be sure and check out our blog where you'll find detailed diagrams about all these different irrigation setups. Conserve water, help your plants thrive with good, regular, deep watering, and grow organic for life.